I did promise this. Let's get to this. Playoff clinching scenarios.
Oh, I love these.
Okay, here we go. There's 4 AFC teams already in. Ravens and Chiefs can print playoff tickets because they have won their divisions. There's a chance that the Ravens won't have to hand out those tickets for the first week of the playoffs because they can clinch a first-round bye with a win this very weekend at Cleveland. Oh, baby, do they want to lay it on them? I mean, seriously, if John Harbaugh could put up a score that starts with a 6 and has another digit after it, I think he'd sign for that right now. And we'll discuss this tomorrow because one of the best predictions I've ever made in 4 downs, I made in the first 4 downs this year about Lamar Jackson's season. And I think he wants to have a 6-touchdown game from Lamar Jackson because this Browns team beat the Ravens at home, the only home loss they've suffered all year, put a 40-burger on them, and I think they want to absolutely put the nail in the coffin. And we'll see how the Browns show up. We'll see how the Browns show up this weekend. Do they have the U-Haul already hooked up? We'll find out in the first quarter because if Lamar comes out and puts a couple of scoring drives on him to start, we'll see what happens. Will they wrap it up at home against the city that took their team from them? Will they do that? Will the receivers who have supposedly told other players of other organizations, come get me, will they show up? What will happen? Because if the Ravens win that, they clinch a first-round bye. Home field advantage throughout with a win, too. That's all they need. A home field advantage throughout the entire AFC playoffs. The whole shooting match goes through Baltimore if they win in Cleveland. And I think John Harbaugh is going to absolutely... What's your deal, bro? A Harbaugh family special being cooked up. Then the question is, would Lamar even play a single lick against Pittsburgh at home to wrap up the season?
Probably not, right?
I don't know. Would RG3 start that game? I don't know.
I think so.
New England clinches the AFC East if they beat the Bills. They could get a first-round bye if Kansas City loses, if New England beats the Bills on Saturday, and then Kansas City has got that Sunday nighter at Chicago. Again, Kansas City with that win a couple weeks ago has that tiebreak over New England, which is why New England to clinch a first-round bye needs another loss from Kansas City in that regard. Houston, the first game of the week is, again, 1 p.m. Eastern. I'll be calling it on NFL Network from Tampa. I'm fired up about that. Houston wins that one in Tampa. They wrap up the AFC South. A Pittsburgh loss would clinch Houston a playoff spot, period. A Tennessee loss would also clinch the division for Houston. What a big win that was for them in Tennessee. And it's amazing. It looked like they were going to go up early, but Deshaun Watson threw a pick inside the Tennessee 5-yard line. Yep. Then Tennessee looked like they would go up first with a beautiful pass from Tannehill that got botched. I forget the receiver who couldn't catch it because he got hit at the same time. That almost turned into a pick 6. Houston later on threw another interception inside Tennessee's 5.
In the end zone.
I know, right? But they, with Carlos Hyde, 1,000-yard rushing season. Hey, Houston on the last day of August traded away Clowney.
Yep.
Traded for Tunsil. Traded for Carlos Hyde. That was their last day of the month of August.
And Bill O'Brien got killed for it.
And
are they the biggest Jekyll and Hyde team?
That has a shot at the playoffs. I think Dallas would probably win that one. But in terms of the whole season, Atlanta?
Yeah,
Atlanta's beaten the Saints in New Orleans and beaten the Niners in San Francisco, and those are 2 teams that might win the whole damn shooting match.
Yeah.
How the hell did that happen?
But just look at the last 3 weeks for Houston. Beat the Patriots, destroy the Patriots, get smoked by the Broncos, and then go into Tennessee and win.
Well, I guess we'll see against Tampa, who starts at quarterback, maybe the most Jekyll and Hyde quarterback. Who's been more, I guess, Hyde, right?
He's been a little more Hyde. Recently, though.
He's been terrific. Jameis has been terrific. With the pressure on, too, man. In the NFC, a Green Bay win in Minnesota to wrap up the week, wraps up the NFC North. Minnesota wins, they clinch a playoff berth. But if the Rams lose first on Saturday in San Francisco, Minnesota clinches. They're in. And obviously, Dallas and Philadelphia will set up that stage for that later on this week. That's it. Dallas wins, they clinch the East. And print a playoff ticket. And then is, what would you say, 4 wins shy of Jason Garrett getting a new contract. Wild card, division, championship, Super Bowl. Just go on a 4-game win streak. That's all he has to do.
How about them Cowboys?
There you go. First time we've heard that in a while. Usually been the other one for the last 3 weeks.
It just feels like he's going to be back next year.
Oh, Jason Garrett will not be back next year.
What if they make the AFC Championship game?
Well, that would be amazing because they'd switch conferences. If they do that, I don't know. Maybe it depends on how they lose. I don't know. I don't know. I think Dallas fans are so over it.
But Jerry can't quit him. We've seen it.
Jared, if Lincoln Riley says I'm coming, I think he quits him.
Settle down just a little bit.
Thank you.
For more of The Rich Eisen Show, tune to Audience Channel 239 on DirecTV for free on BR Live or download the Rich Eisen Show app.